WIFTBPM.
WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
Oh man, they done messed around and gave New Era Chicago their own radio show. What they do that for?
You done messed up!
So what we doing, bro?
Man, we talk about power.
Did you say power?
Not rights and equality, but power. We ain't begging, we building.
In that order, Chicago, and we got dope segments. Hey, yo, sis, holla at them.
Peace and love, family. It's Sister E of New Era Chicago in the building, dropping the statistics, holistics, and of course the ballistics. Good for the mind, body, and the soul. Let's get it, family.
And this your boy D Cook coming with straight facts. If you don't know, now you know.
And this is your other sister, Omo Oya Music, coming in peace, love, and light, getting real with my people so we can quit with the bull spit.
And this brother E, and I'm gonna wrap it up with the power surge.
Listen, this going down every Wednesday night, 5 to 6 p.m. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's the Black Power Hour, New Era Chicago Radio on What's in It for the Black People Media.
All power to the people.
All power to the people.
Oh, yeah.
The skin I'm in fit me fine, tailor-made, yeah, I'm comfortable. And so it seems I'm still chasing my dreams. They told me, watch my steps, they want to pull the rug from under you. This is transparency, my life 3D. You live every word that I utter, reporting live from the gutter. Where the mind's hard to change, but we don't give up on our brothers and sisters. Cause we all need one another. The time's getting closer, revolution, feel it coming. I can smell it in the air. Inhale it, let it embody you. Because chances are the cops pull you over, they body you. Plus we don't trust each other, so it's just another obstacle. Why jump hurdles to make a change? It ain't optional. Olympian mindset in this booth with my binoculars. I see my vision getting clear, just as what a prophet do. My music touch the people's soul, black power gospel tunes. So many styles, watch me kick them like they soccer moves. Falling rank and file, this is my platoon. Soldiers at attention, ain't no Willie lynching. This the program, who they think they kidding? Reinvent the system, total reconstruction of our mental stigma. This ain't a game, boy. Still they think I'm talking about Nintendo's, that's a shame, boy. Augment reality, better fix your brain, boy. I love my people, hope they love me black. I'm going hard and ain't no holding back. Watch me react, I put my fist up in the skies like a beacon for believers that one day we return to our greatest city. We seek it all the glory we can obtain and keep reaching. I'm painting this picture, I hope you see it. Just what the theme is. I love being black. We turning up. I love being black. Say it loud, man. I love being black. One more time. I love being black. Hey. Well, how about you to sing these tunes too? Customize for you a little something you can groove to. Feeling good about yourself. Melanated mood muse. Always service humble pie. We don't care about who's who. Light brown or dark skin. This right here's for you too. We are the gods of the earth. Living proof truth. Say it loud if you black and proud. I salute you and that's a fact. Where you at? Let me hear you say it back. I love being black. We turning up. I love being black. Say it loud. Man, I love being black. One more time. I love being black. Hey. Super melanation, renovation of our databases. Gotta fix the trinity to make it past the matrix. There's a rabbit in the hole. No decision, you gon' chase it or just shut up for complacency. Here's your motivation. Black power in your veins. Up to us to build a nation. European mental detox completely we erase it. Cause you can't keep fighting over old information. Probably bring it right back if you love being black. I love being black. We turning up. I love being black. Say it loud. Man, I love being black. One more time. I love being black. Hey. I do this for my people all across the map. Even for the ones who don't identify with being black. Hebrews the best elixir. Go ahead and try your best. This truth serum, my loose spirits. The ancestors speak to me. I spit the truth. Hear it. You broken souls here to re-engineer them so that they fearless. This person's atmosphere much individualism, it's easier to pillage. I'm just making this appearance for coherence, so you can understand what we up against. Hit the reset button, switch covenants. It's my contract to the people that I'm publishing. It's a new era, hood to hood, feel the power, and I'm loving it. Turn up, neck turn up, strapped with the black burner. Murder, murder, I'm sleeping and I shoot up the server. Corrupt the service at the file, man, it's time to purge 'em. We waking up and that's what got 'em nervous. I love being black, we turning up. I love being black. Say it loud, man, I love being black. One more time, I love being black.
All of the programs that I attended, all of the education that I had, college, public, and otherwise, nobody ever told me that I was an African woman. Nobody ever told me what the history of African people were. Nobody ever told me that America is business, and without business you will have nothing and be nothing. And nobody ever told me how to organize business so that I would be able to develop institutions in my own community. So now the sincerity of all of the programs and all of the education has to be questioned, indicted, and convicted, because the bottom line is that America is not and has never tried to produce African adults who are functional, self-sufficient, who understand their politics, their economics, and their relationship to the world politics and the world economics. Listen, you have to have some confidence in the power of African people amongst ourselves to establish a foundation. We have it. We have utter chaos in our cities, and you got to do that. You can have a program. I'm not saying we've built a lot of institutions, and those institutions have not been effective. The majority of millions of African youth in this country are dying mentally, dying spiritually, dying emotionally, dying academically. And you may have a program, Mr. Brown may have a program, but what we got to talk about is an American government that tracks millions of African people who don't go to your program, don't go to Brown's program. Millions of African people, not only here, but all around the world. And if we are not honest enough to say who are our friends, who are our enemies, to know what a friend is, to know what an enemy is, we will constantly be trying to get into people's parties, to shake our butts with them, to get them to like us, and that's not the question. The question is, what can we build amongst ourselves to secure ourselves from our enemies so that we will be able to survive into the future?
Yes, sir. You know what time it is, family. You know what time it is. We're not going to play no games. It's the number one Black Power Hour. It's New Era Chicago Radio on What's in It for the Black People Media. And ain't no turn down in the turn up.
None.
None.
I can't see my sister in the thing. Should we move over this, everybody?
Well, we looking so fly, though. Let's
we
check
cute.
us out for a minute, though.
Cute.
Before we bring sister to the pick, let's check us out for a second. That's what's up, y'all. You already know who it is. It's New Era Chicago on What's in It for the Black People Media. I am your boy, D Cook, on location. And you know I'm not by myself. Not never.
Not never,
Sister, holla at
ever.
them real
How
quick.
y'all doing? You know, it's the weather for me. That's usually what it is. I don't know if Father Time needs to apologize to Mother Nature, but she up and down with her feelings.
It's nippy out there.
It's a little bit
nip tuck.
But it was freezing yesterday, and I'm just like, I need you to pick a, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if I should pack my stuff away or, but we here, and we cute.
No doubt. Sister E, what's good, sis?
Man, what's good, family? What's good? What's happening?
I'm all good. I see you in good view right now.
Oh, I see. Okay, I see y'all. Yeah, how y'all feeling though? It's cold.
We're
It's
going to
been
give a
cold.
minute to sis. We took a minute. We're going to give a minute to sis.
Yeah,
She cute.
it's been a little nippy out there. You know, the baby hawk has been showing up, but
Acting
the
a
sun
fool.
been out, so I'm grateful for that.
Sun been out. I'm feeling good, right? I got everything I need. Sis, you be hitting us off, supplying us. You got that fire. Sis, what's the name of that concoction you be putting together, sis?
Oh, man.
Which one?
All up.
Name
All right,
it.
so
All
the
of 'em.
new one I got is
Right.
blueberry.
Right.
And when I tell y'all that this joint was fire,
Uh-huh.
so you know
I heard her
blueberries.
say it's schmack.
It's schmacks, yes. So blueberries are, winter friendly, antioxidants, and
Because you
so
told
forth.
us in the first episode to eat in season.
Eat with the season, yes, sir. So there are numerous of amount of fruits that are available during the winter months that will help you, to build the immune system for whatnot. And I was just in the kitchen, and I came up. I got this blueberry joint, y'all. When I tell y'all, and then I had another one too. It was a tropical. I called it tropical punch, but it's guava, pineapple, and mango. So I don't put
get into
look,
it over that.
I don't put no my mama, but y'all know what I mean when I say it's fat.
Right. And I don't want to be that one, but I just want to say you can mix it with your liqueur.
Yes.
You can
We
mix
need to
it with your liqueur.
Yeah.
Come on now. We
Most
got to
definitely.
do a whole New Urban Chicago Buy Black tour just around that. Right?
Yeah.
Let's try it. Let's do it.
That's for sure. That's Blue Lotus Holistic Hub,
Nah.
lemonades and smoothies. Holla at your girl.
And speaking of Buy Black tours, we did some outstanding
Yeah,
this
we
week,
did.
right?
Yeah, we
Yes.
did.
Sisters, elaborate.
The weather was perfect.
Wasn't it?
The weather was amazing.
I was late.
It was good, but it was powerful, bro. We had a lot of supporters come on out. We went over to the Blackboard Walk over there on 75th. I think we started off at Prairie at Soul Veg. Then we worked our way east to about, what was that, Eberhard? Maybe a block or two after
Back that
Eberhard.
way.
But, man, we hit so many different stores, and we just linked up with the family. I mean, the weather was perfect enough where we patronized the restaurants out there. We sat outside and just build with the people. And
The children played.
The weather was just, the weather always, favor us when we out there,
It really does.
doing what we supposed to be doing. And shout out to all the businesses. So I just want to, sis, you go ahead, because then I just want to call out a couple of the businesses.
No,
that
you
we,
can go ahead and call out the bit. When you say the weather favors us, even the times like during a hood to hood, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
No
even
doubt.
when it rains, it's always like a soft, pretty rain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we done stood on people's porches and laughed, and they welcomed us. All about doing this work. So, you know what I'm saying? I guess that's confirmation that
No
you're
doubt.
doing what's supposed to be done.
No doubt. And from my point of view, like the Buy Black tour, like when you hear it, you're thinking to yourself, like to everybody that's tuned in, listening to us. And real quick, we just want to say thank you all for being as consistent as you are.
Thank you.
Like
Thank
our
you.
sister Oya, she brought that to our attention. Like, hey, yo, these people that's jumping on each week, they consistently jumping on. This
Yeah, they
ain't
are.
different 20, 25, 30 people.
Yeah.
These are consistent people coming on. So we appreciate you for that. But the thing that stood out to me, like you said, sis, like the Black Boardwalk, right? When I pulled up, like just to see that, like each store, I'm like, okay, red, black, and cream.
Right.
Okay, how you switch it? Green, black, red. Oh, we here. Black, red, green.
You know what they mean.
Popping right here, right?
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. And then the children, like they were outside. Guess what we were doing, family? On 75th.
What
In the
happened?
city that they say is so much danger going on outside.
Exactly.
You can't hang outside,
Right.
right?
That's what they
New
said.
Urban Chicago was out there playing red light, green light,
Yeah,
1,
they
2,
was.
3.
What?
Yeah,
We
they
was
was.
getting it.
Yeah, y'all was.
Red light, green light. When the last time you had the time,
Yeah.
first of all, to
Yes.
play red light, green light, and it happened right there in that moment,
Yeah.
right?
It did.
That sends something
Them kids
to the
slept good that night.
sensories of our young people. It sends a signal to them about what community looks like. This is what we're doing when we go out. It's not just the purchasing of the money or the products. Like Brother E, you all, I know y'all spent $100, a couple.
Child,
I
listen.
know EJ spent over $200, right? It's the doing that and the process of it.
Right.
The
That
intentions
lives
as well.
forever with our youth.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? So we just want to say, like, thank you to you all that supported us, to everybody that showed up. This is what it's about. If we can't show up in that small space, we won't be able to hold what's in store for us.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
So that's what it is. Go ahead, sis.
So I just wanted to, call out a couple of the businesses. And man, they have been there for quite a while. So we have Flowers First. They've been in. It's a black-owned flower shop. They've been in business for 27 years. We have the Queen Lashana. She has a boutique with women and children's clothes. A lot of dope
got
stuff.
me a bunch of
Sister Oil bought all her glasses and stuff. We had which one? We had the wood store. Now the wood shop, y'all, that's like almost like a black museum
yes.
of
And
different.
there's so much history in
Oh my God, so many different African statues.
Yeah.
The art was just amazing, y'all. Like for real, they've been over there for 50 years. So
And you know what I loved when the brother was giving us the tour of it? They build custom furniture.
yeah,
Y'all thought it was just, them did Walter E. Smith. No. Right over on 75th, we got some brothers, Wood Smith, carpenters.
I'm trying to let this sink in.
Yeah,
right now.
he
Right.
said we build beds, we build cabinets, we build like from the rooted to the tutor, they do it.
they do it, and it was the father and the son that came out, but the elder that owns it, he's still up and moving, and you know what I'm saying, he knows what's going on. So it was just
We almost
real.
got put on punishment.
Yeah, we did, because we was always, it was the last stretch a little bit, but he was like, I thought y'all weren't coming, but we came through, and
Did he say that?
yeah, he did. But he was okay with it. But when I tell y'all like the rich art that's in there, it's just he has a collection of different black artists from all over different cities and states or whatnot, and they all have different collections, and the art pieces, like, man, they dope.
Powerful pieces.
Dope pieces. And when y'all get a chance, go over there and check them out. There was Natural Vibrations. That was a smoke shop. That was another dope store. That he has like the I think he said the largest selection of incense. And when I tell you top to bottom, that's exactly what he had. Shout out to Sister Crystal over at Looks and Styles. Brother Will, that jerk chicken was smacking.
We
Oh my
still on
God.
75th?
Yes,
We
sir.
still on
We still on
75th,
75th. Yes, sir. And we went to what was the other? What was the other restaurant?
Soul Food,
Yep.
Mama with the catfish
Yep.
nuggets.
Yep. We went there. We had Brown Sugar. Everybody had a little cupcake. And shouts out to KMT as well. That was a health food store. We went in there. That was our first store, y'all. And that, man, when I tell y'all we was in there, y'all got to check the footage on that one, because we was in that joint like it was Juneteenth or
takeover,
something.
yeah.
We was it was just packed, but it's all love. Shouts out to all the stores. Y'all definitely know New Era Chicago will be back, and y'all just whenever y'all get a chance, slide on over and support our people.
No doubt.
That
That's what it's
smoke
about.
shop, though. You don't need to run to the corner store, the gas station, no more. Go ahead and go over there, bro. I'm talking about some nice stuff.
Yeah, you're gonna be in there.
Yeah.
And
And he had some organic stuff going on too.
Yeah, he did.
He had this little rope thing where you don't have to, light matches and lighters where the fumes come. He said, no, you just light this string and there you go. I was just like, okay.
Too innovative.
Just, keep it clean.
And he was so smooth.
Yeah, he
sitting there,
was.
like,
Yeah, he
Yo,
was.
Shout out to the Black Boardwalk, 75th Street,
Shouts
Chicago. Shout out to New Era Chicago. You sisters are dope. Thank you for holding
It's
it
all
down and
love,
do what
brother.
you do, all right? And to everybody that's tuned in with us live, be sure to tell a friend to tell a friend. Tune in. It's the New Era Chicago radio show, the Black Power Hour. Everything black. Understand me, family. So listen,
Everything.
today we're going to talk about the programs that we have with New Era Chicago, and also just fill you all in on the national front that we have, because we realize
national.
right, it's a national organization. We have protocols, principles. There's a lot of things that go with this. We got nomenclature attached to this, right? It's
What's
a
the
set
word?
a set of terms, baby. It's a set of
Nomenclature.
terms, right? It's things, rules, and regulations that we follow. We moving as a whole body around
Come
here,
on.
family, right?
That's it.
We not just outside. A lot of people say that, right? Like, we not just outside. We not asking nobody. We not marching nowhere.
Yeah.
Anytime you see New Era Chicago moving, family, we demonstrating what black love look like in
Come
public.
on.
And that's my favorite. Like when you out there for hood for whatever, and the people are engaged, and what they say, what y'all marching for?
Yeah, let's talk
What
about it,
y'all
right? The hood
marching
to hood,
for?
right? Let's
Yeah.
start with that, right?
What
Our
y'all-
first program,
Yeah.
hood to hood.
What y'all marching for? But we're not marching. We demonstrate. And the look on their faces is like, well, wait, what does that mean? And then they go ahead and get in and realizing we out there chanting black love, black power, black unity, race first. Like it's so. And the babies, my favorite part of it. Them babies come to the windows, hands up in the air. They come out on the sidewalk, and they like their eyes light up. The energy around them glows because they get to see black adults in their community doing something powerful.
And the way they receive it, you can tell that it's familiar to them.
yeah.
They remember the chants just like that. Even when we were doing Streets is Watching. And with the hood to hood programs, what another thing that we're demonstrating is that we are responsible for a lot of the physical conditions, meaning like trash, garbage, things like that. So we just, we went out and demonstrated to people for the last 6 years. This is our community. This is where we live. So if it's some trash on the floor, it don't cost nothing to pick it up. We demonstrate it in front of the babies and let them know you are a leader. And, take pride in where you live.
Now, for 1 second, I just want to back up for 1 second for everybody that's listening and tuned in right now, right? Because you just mentioned something. You said for the last 6 years, New Era Chicago has been in existence, right? So I want to go to that boardroom to where New Era Chicago was in there and said, okay, we have to start a body of strong kings and queens that's willing to go out and take accountability in our neighborhood.
To the origins.
And at some point, you all said, okay, what exactly are we going to do?
Challenge, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
What type of programs are we going to run? And if somebody says something about a hood to hood, can you just break down what area you thought that would cover and all the things that we do in a hood to hood and why it's necessary?
I'm going to hand it to sis because I came about 6 months after she did.
Okay.
So, it originally started in Detroit. Detroit, they started out, we
Shout
just
out
kind of,
family.
shout out family. And what they, it was, for me, I saw a gas station shut down where a gas station attendant pulled out a gun on a young boy. And when I say y'all, they stood out there in front of the gas station and didn't let nobody in until things, shook up a bit. Man, it was just like, okay, we need that in Chicago. So they reached out. Long story short, we just started doing the work. It started in April of 2016. I officially became a member in May of 2016. And, in each city, we have 14. We still moving. We have 14 cities throughout the United States, and we do the same thing. All of our communities look the same way. We have these, disrespectful gas station owners. We got trash on every block. We're doing the streets is watching, things like that. So the point in doing all of this stuff and the way that we've grown and it still look the same with each program. That's just, it goes to show you that this vision that Brother Zeke had, it was just powerful. It was powerful enough to just follow along.
Right.
And join, and join wholeheartely. Yeah. Because that's exactly what I mean when I tell y'all no sacrifice has not been. When I tell y'all, day in and day out, we've been about the work. And New Era Chicago, when I tell y'all nonstop, y'all know how, Chicago is it's not a different city, I want to say, but everybody got their own.
We're a little different. We're a little different.
So, even with our different programs with the streets is watching, you know what I mean? They like, oh, what y'all out here doing? But it, just not even just for the optics of it. It's been effective. They would never give us the glory or the pat on the back to say, with us doing the programs that crime went down 10%. No, they ain't gonna never say New Era Chicago did that. But we don't need that. You know what I mean? We're moving for the people. And so, with that, I mean, man, bro, I hope I answered your question.
No, you did,
but
right?
I'm excited.
I just want to add to those because I know we have people that's sitting at home, people that's listening to us right now, like, how can I get in? How can I fit in? I might not be able to do what you guys do on that grand level, but you might say something about a program. I'm like, oh, okay, I can do hood to hood. I can come out every other Saturday. You know what I'm saying? And pick up garbage on the block. Just walking down the block. The children, like Sister Oya said, walking down the block with garbage bags, hefty garbage bags, picking up garbage, right? Going to spots where they going in trying to pick up so much garbage. We like, nah, you can't get that section. Come on out of there. You might get stuck with something.
Come on, lots.
Come on back over here. Come on out the lot, right? But the pride.
Yeah.
My daughter, before she makes plans on the weekend to go play, Daddy,
we got NEC.
do we have NEC?
We got
hood
NEC
to hood this weekend.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Because if we got hood to hood this weekend, all my other plans are canceled.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
Right? This is something. If you're a grandparent, if you have children, if you've adopted, if you've had to take over and have your sisters, your cousins' children, and you're like, oh, I feel overwhelmed. I wish it was someone out here who could assist, who could help. I wish it was some programs out there. this is it right here, family.
If I may, we definitely going to give you all the information that's needed to link up and help where you can. But let me just is it okay for me to run off a few of the programs?
Let's go.
So the programs run they change during the seasons. So for the upcoming season right now, we'll have the Rakia's rides. And with COVID, we've been able to add that into everything. In the summertime, it's the Hood to Hood, the Cleanup Community Engagement Program. With the Rakia's ride, which is named after Rakia Boyd. We prepare hot meals, and our numbers as of late has been 500 meals per ride. So we've been trying to do those twice a month. We can always use donations for that, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Always.
Just supplies, whatever it is, hands, whatever. So that's Rakia's ride. The Cash App is $ New Era Chicago. So that's Rakia's ride. That's Hood to Hood. We've been in and out with our self-defense, y'all. We trying to get everybody just prepared physically, mentally, and just really knowing what we're up against and bringing to the front of the mind how important it is for us to be ready. And that goes for children as well. So we have our kids out there as well. So most of the programs that we do are kid-friendly. I just want to tell everybody they're family-friendly, not just kid-friendly. We have the different political education programs where we are educating ourselves on the different things that, so we can understand what's going on. We ain't just out here talking because we got lips, but we're really trying to understand from a political standpoint what's really happening to us and our people. Then we have our Streets is Watching program. Streets is Watching program is where the brothers come out and they demonstrate throughout. They just walk through the streets. Now we can read something on the news or in the newspaper or wherever on your phones, whatever, and they'll tell you, oh well, this happened, that happened, but the brothers was out there from 7 to 7:30 to 10, and they were in that same area and we didn't see it. I'm not saying that things don't happen, but we got to be mindful. You know what I'm saying? We got to be mindful of propaganda and how they use it versus what we're doing. So we just want to we always inviting the brothers out to that. That's Tuesdays and Thursdays, but we're trying to kick it back up Monday through Friday, y'all. So let's just try to get to it. Another thing we have is our program called Meeting in the Streets, and that's where we come out and we address different issues where people being disrespectful to our people. Those same people that are, sending their children to college in our communities based off what we spending in there. So you got to have a certain level of respect with our people and, be held accountable. So that's another powerful program. Go ahead, sis.
No, I was thinking about that because when I first started, that was one of the things that was extremely powerful to me. This was an organization where you often hear people, to say, well, what about the stuff that's going on in the community? New Era Chicago, when things happened in the community, that wasn't just about them other folks doing something. It had to do with our people stepping out of line and acting like they didn't have no sense. New Era Chicago had care packages for the family. If there was, a tragedy that took place as a result, there was support for the family, and there was also just a presence in the community that said people are watching. Not just people, but pro-black empowered people are watching, and we're saying this is not a go. We not doing this. Right. And to know that it's nationwide. You know what I'm saying? Because we have the same issues. Yep. We do Rakia's Ride in honor of Sister Rakia Boyd, but the other chapters, there is someone who has been victimized that they are able to honor. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So we have to recognize those connections that we have where all of our circumstances are the same, and the fact that we got to get out and do something about it.
Just say that. Overstand that, right? Yeah. As soon as you said that, sis, I thought about the Be More trip, right? On that route, we visited the mural of Freddie Grace, right? On that route. And I thought to myself, in that moment, yo, this is consistent, with all every over. City that we go through, go to, visit. It's the same pain. The only reason I know I'm not in Chicago is because it's a different street. Outside of the street name, the conditions are exactly the same.
Unless it's King Drive.
All right,
King Drive always be the hood though.
In every hood, right?
Everywhere,
right. So we talked about four programs today, right? I heard 4. I think Meeting the Streets, Streets is Watching,
Hood to Hood,
and Rakia's Ride. Right. I want everyone that's tuned in right now. I want you to think about if there was something you could bring to the community right now to fix the condition that we're in without having $1 million, meaning something that we can go do right now. What would that be? What would that be? Now, speaking of the 4, go ahead,
No,
sister.
because I know you're going to bring Brother Eric
Yeah.
in. But
Man,
4.
y'all do y'all thing, bro. I'm chilling. I'm sitting
Number
here.
5, there is the clothing drive.
That was next.
When it get cold outside,
Yeah.
like, listen, if you cleaning out your closet, you have things to donate. If you have new things, like whatever it is, we are also, in addition to feeding the people, protecting the people, going out and ministering to the people, clothing the people. So, like, all the bases are covered.
I got some leaves in my trunk
So
right
I just,
now.
and that's something that we typically do every, soon as like the fall season come, because you have different people just, you have fires. We got somebody right now that's, has been, victim of a fire. And when I tell y'all the support has just been amazing. I'm talking about across state lines, though. Across state lines, they have been trying to reach out to this family. It's like a family of 5 or something like that. And the sister just lost everything. But just in addition to that, y'all, not only just feeding people. When COVID first hit, we were coming back from Atlanta. And, it was just like, it's just like we couldn't get back to Chicago fast enough because the people was just like, oh, it's like really like what we gonna do, because they started going into the stores and stuff like that. My first thought was the elders. What are the elders gonna do? You know what I mean? So somehow we got it together where we started getting food donations and we started going to the doors of the elders. Just we was asking, through social media, hey, if y'all know some elders, shoot us their name and information and we're gonna drop off some groceries. When I tell y'all, we had to cut the list down at like 60. Because we had people from all over, but we had enough support. The ancestors was just like, yeah, y'all gonna get it done. We had people driving to the north suburbs, south suburbs, western suburbs, wherever you can name it. We had people coming to the city to pick up like 10 or 20 bags and drive them to drop them off. And so that's the type of stuff that we all can do. If it's just your time, if it's just donations, if it's just supplies, anything like that you can, provide assistance with, just sharing the page. Something like that, just small as that, can be just as effective. So, when we talk about many hands making light work, that's exactly what we're talking about. Yeah. And then we have a couple other programs, y'all. I don't want to get, So then we have the Elite Young Kings. That's when the big brothers are, grabbing a hold of the younger brothers and getting it done like that. And then you have the Elite Queen. You have the Queens mentoring program, where we the last event that we did, I don't know about the brothers, but I don't be knowing what they be doing, but we did some stuff, and that's when everything was Zoom. But I tell y'all, we had a ball on our Zoom mission. You know what I mean? We had different people that wasn't in the org. We just was inviting young ladies to come and just show their magic. We had people showing us how to cook certain things and how to mix drinks and how to do dance routines, how to meditate, just a whole bunch of things. It was all really, what it turned out to be something was for self-care. And we didn't intend it to be like that, but I guess that's just what the universe said that we needed at that time. Yeah. So that was something real powerful. And we always try to stay ahead of our own mental health. So we get out here, y'all, and just try to do different things like yoga, meditation in the park, different things like that. So y'all, we have a full circle of things that we're doing. We try to, like I said, with these Black businesses, we also try to just show our youth what it is that it entails in having your own business. And so sometimes, more times than not, we have internships where these Black-owned businesses are pulling in our youth like, hey, come on, let me show you. You like to do this, you like to do that, let me, you know what I mean? Let me sharpen you up. So I'm so grateful to be a part of something. When you when we used to invite people, we used to always just say, I can't even describe it for you. You just got to come out there and see it, because it's the reception for me. The way people receive you, and our folks is animated, y'all. Our people animated, and it's always a good time. I remember Sis got offered some chitlins and chicken.
Don't tell
the brother.
Don't tell me.
We was doing the shutdown
and chitlins
and chicken.
I said, Lord.
Chief.
Yeah.
You probably passed up on your blessings. Sis.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But even with Flint, like, the water situation in Flint, like we had a sister that helped, gather a whole bunch of water, y'all, and we drove it down there to Flint, and that was amazing. I didn't go that particular time, but I know it was all the way live because the whole nation came down. So, man, y'all, if y'all can't get in tune, let me just read off the chapters that we got. We got New Era Detroit, we got Chicago, we got Atlanta, Cleveland, Birmingham, DMV, Las Vegas, Long Beach, Dallas, Richmond, Baltimore, Miami, Philadelphia, and Nigeria, family. So when we talk about this being a nation, it definitely is, and there are more to come. So stay tuned, family. And y'all, man, just get involved where you can. Many hands make light work.
And if you think of something where, you feel like there's a need, I'm sure the show is being streamed in several different places. If you didn't hear a city, your city, then maybe you can be the person that starts it in your city. You know what I'm saying? Or if you think of a program or something that you feel like, wow, I think this would be dope. That's another great thing about the organization is that, it's a community effort, and everybody comes together with all of our intelligence and all of our passion and make the decision to say, listen, if this is what's needed, this is what's getting ready to get done.
And I just want to add, I was saying, we always like statistics and numbers and things like that, family. But New Era Chicago has been in existence since April 2016. And to date, we've fed over 70,000 people. Over 70,000 people. And when I tell y'all the way it started, good food, man.
I'm talking about baked chicken.
Shouts out to my sister Tamika, too. Beans, smoked turkey necks, cornbread. What?
Brother Stacy donating cases of chicken.
Yeah.
This big E category right here.
Brother Bryce and Brother Tim with the chicken and noodle soup. What? Oh, my God. So it be good food, y'all. Y'all know while we out there doing Rakia's ride, we all smiling and profiling because the food fire.
No doubt. All right, listen, family. It's the Black Power Hour. It's New Era Chicago Radio on What's in It for the Black People Media. We need to pay a few bills, but when we come back, we're going to bring those programs back up, and I'm going to go right to Brother E, because out of all those programs, he has one that stands out overall. Stay tuned, family.
We'll talk about that
as soon as we come back. This New Era Chicago Radio. Let's go, family.
Let's go.
WIIFTVPM.
Krista Critic Relationship Hour with Gina B. Why you are not married. Number one, you ain't all that. I know that's hard for y'all to swallow. I don't look as good as my 22-year-old self. People need to realize that. You just ain't all that. And I get it. I got this master's degree. I went to this school, that school. I worked hard for this job, for this house. And then she over there got that man. And you don't have one. Men are very simple creatures. So, ladies, for you very accomplished ladies, I got some advice for them.
What's that?
I always say it like this. You can write this one down. Be a kitten, not a cat. What does that mean, Chris?
What does that mean?
You ever played with a kitten? It's real friendly. It almost acts like a puppy. And you want to play with it. You want to look at the little kitty. It just makes you feel good. Now, have you ever seen an adult cat? When it feels like it, it might rub against your leg and move away. But is that men like kittens?
Kittens will play with anybody. A cat is particular.
Listen, what did we learn? Men are very simple creatures.
Right.
You can fool us. We want you to laugh at our dumb jokes. So all you super smart women out there, you good looking women, you see a guy you like, you guys do make it out on a date, he actually pays for the date. When you're actually with that person, the dialogue is happening, the dinner is happening, you say, okay, this might work. It would help if you act a little blind.
Oh my God, Becky.
I mean, you're going to hear me say that a lot. Be nice to
So
him. You hear the worst joke ever, but if you sort of like them, laugh at it. There you go. Hey, it's a lot of married women out there. If we got any married women chiming in, if I'm telling a lie,
that one's a fake laugh.
Let me know. Right.
What you're saying is that we should cater to the male ego, and that's what's ultimately going to get us married.
I'm first saying recognize that I think some of us, more women than men, look in the mirror. You ever seen a little lion look in the mirror and see somebody real big? They see somebody a little more fine than what they are. And I'm not calling anybody ugly, so I'm not here to bash anybody.
Let's look at Middle America, okay? Middle America is not attractive.
They're not?
Middle America is largely married.
Okay, I think we're on the same page then. People sort of, we get stuck to reality shows sometime and think we're supposed to have, I got a degree in a house, so I'm supposed to have Idris Elba or his twin.
Well, I mean, if you notice, okay, so you remember your friends from high school, right? And you remember how they had all of these qualifications for, if she's going to lock me down, she got to be this, that. She's got to have an ass like that.
That's all we really looked at. Stop right there. And that's really what a man. Simple creatures. We want to be fed. We want you to laugh at us, give us some, and that's it. To get us.
Today, the Biden administration is releasing what it calls a new strategy to fight domestic terrorism. Following a 100-day review, federal officials are now laying out a new plan hoping to deter, detect, and prosecute domestic terror.
They went to the Capitol waving their flags and looking for smoke. He was out there looking for justice. They was over there looking for votes. Ashley Babbitt was with him and told all the people that nothing could stop us. She climbed through the Capitol window, breached security, and called a shot, bro. The media say she a veteran. They paint the picture to make her look greater, but she disrespected the same country that she served. That makes her a traitor. They was fighting police, resisting arrest. On God, I couldn't believe it. I guess blue lives only tend to really matter when it's convenient. Hey, these are the times we witness in history, all because they didn't get a victory. United States is so contradictory. We get equal rights, that's a mystery. Politicians, they more like magicians. You know they got tricks up their sleeve. We point out the flaws that's up in this country. You know they gon' tell us to leave. Somebody try to help me understand it. Always seems like a double standard. They be out here leaving us empty-handed to certain rights we are not granted. The media's the culprit when it comes to the comparison. Cause when it comes to race, they always changing up the narrative. Terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. We still out here trying to get our reparations, but the government pump faking out here hesitating. I'm out here trying to keep my peace, so I keep meditating. The media make us look bad, they taint our reputation. Look, it's so sad that COVID causing toe tags. You claim you so patriotic, but you ain't wearing no mask. You out here wildin' with your MAGA flags and showing your ass. You wanna be part of some type of revolution so bad. Look, you talk revolution and constitutional rights, homie. I guess we forgot about back in the days when all of the business was whites only. Yeah. George Floyd got justice. Juneteenth got much respect. They made it a national holiday. Man, it's all good, but cut the check. They giving out all of these vaccines, putting it in you like caffeine. Was it all in the part of the plan? I bet money like DraftKings. It's land of the free, home of the brave. 1776, we wasn't free till 1865, so we wasn't part of that shit. And that there's terrorism.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're back to the #1 Black Power Hour in the nation, New Era Chicago Radio on What's in it for the Black People Media. All right, family. So if you're just tuning in right now, we're talking about the programs that we have here in New Era Chicago, and we're talking about the nation as well, because what we recognize is when we get a chance to talk like one-on-one, people say, so tell us about that program. Mm-hmm. Tell us about Hood to Hood.
What y'all do?
What really is Rakia's Ride? Mm-hmm. You know, and so we have a lot of programs. You heard a big breakdown, but Brother E, there's one particular program that stands out amongst all, bro. You have one that's your favorite. Please, bro, talk to us. Let us know what that is, but why, though, bro? Why?
So, out of all the programs, you know, I'm just partial to the Community Patrol program. And it's a program where we basically, we're not out there acting like the police, but we're just making our presence felt. And I think it is extremely important for black men in particular to establish themselves as the authority in their communities. Now, that's not something that's going to happen overnight. But, you know, we can start with just showing some care and concern for our communities with just being out there, being seen, being visible, making it understood to the community, to our people out there and our enemies, what we out there for. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my, that particular program is my favorite. You know, but all of the programs that we do are extremely important. Mm-hmm. They are important because, as I say all the time, the well-being of the black community is the responsibility of the black community. Mm-hmm. And at this present time, we may be enjoying a certain degree or amount of what's the word? Enjoying, the crumbs from the oppressor's table. But I expect that one day we won't even be able to get the crumbs. So it's just in our best interest to develop that self-sufficient streak now. You know what I'm saying? When things totally break down, like, we need to have an idea and of what it looks like to be able to establish order in our communities, to educate our own children, to feed and clothe ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I used to joke all the time. I used to say, man, like, if they passed a law in the country right now that said they weren't going to feed black people anymore, we would start marching and protesting instead of being about the business of seeing, how we going to feed ourselves. And like, that's just kind of our the default position that we take oftentimes. It's like, we beg and plead instead of, having a mindset of, when does the spirit of fuck it, I'll do it myself kick in.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? And all of our programs are just geared toward cultivating that mindset. You know what I'm saying? And the brothers and sisters, they listed off the programs, and I'm sure there's something that you could find that that you could participate in some kind of way. Listen, family, we could definitely use your time, your talent, and your treasure. You need to be given one of those. You know what I'm saying? We prefer all three, but you need to be given one of those. And there is no sideline in this. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no such thing as a sideline when it comes to the repair, the reclaiming, and the restoration of our people and our communities and our minds. So let's get to it.
No doubt, no doubt.
So I'm not going to get in the habit of quoting this brother because I done already said I don't really like him like that. But one of the other things that stood out, like power, like the idea is to be in power. And power is the ability to respond, the ability to protect and provide for, and the ability to deliver a consequence.
That's my favorite part.
And so when you know what I'm saying, came up with this idea of power, it's like, I like to look at New Era Nation as like kind of like the groundwork, the foundation of it all. Because like these things, being willing to go out and feed your people, being willing to clothe your people, being able to see a need, the most basic of needs, and being willing to fill those needs. This is how we're going to be able to build institutions and maintain those institutions. That's the thing. So when you have some people that say, well, I don't understand how knocking on doors is really gone, and I don't understand how feeding me, like that, we need to be doing other stuff. And it's like, no, this is the foundation.
Can I just mention just one key part of that? When we have those questions like that. So I mentioned that New Era Chicago has fed over 70,000 people. But as a nation, we have fed 223,000 people, and that's across the state. That's across state lines. We've never met. You know what I'm saying? When we started this stuff, we didn't know each other. Yeah. But this is the drive that we all had. So just imagine if we linked up the other possibilities of, and this was just something as simple as feeding our people. So if we talking about making major moves in regards to power, just imagine. So I just wanted to add that.
Let me say this too. When people ask, well, what is knocking on doors and yelling out in the street and all of that gonna do? I treat this like, this is the gospel, so to speak. And we have to take it to where the people are at. That's it. Where the community is at. Brother Huey P. Newton said, the people learn through observation and then participation. And to a large degree in our community, we only observe apathy, lack of concern, lack of care, laziness, excuses and whatnot. And so we're just of the mindset that, listen, we want to see our people empowered. So you know what we do? We go and try to set the best example. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? We want to see the black community begin to take a certain level of care and concern and compassion for one another. So we go out there and we feed people. Exactly. We want the black community to establish themselves, start seeing themselves as the authority in their communities. So we go out and we patrol our community communities and make sure that, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we don't go out there acting like the police.
But we have deterred some things.
Oh yeah, we've definitely inserted ourselves in the middle of some situations where people could have lost their lives, went to jail, any other things. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the more our communities take on that mindset, like this is just about solving our own problems. I personally don't believe that we are ever going to get anything of any anything meaningful of any substance. You know what I'm saying, from this system. Like I just believe like we have to develop the mindset that we are going to solve our own problems, come up with those solutions, execute them, you know what I'm saying, and get it done. Like, and there's no...
They'll give you a holiday. And they'll name a street after you.
Yep.
They'll do all of those things, but like you said, the things that are substantive, like ain't nobody coming to save you. Like we have so many different sayings. It don't stop, and ain't nobody coming to save you. The sky is gonna crack for you. Like even when you step into spiritual spaces or whatever, like everything that you need.
Not even the God that you believe in, oftentimes.
You know what I'm saying? It's within you to do.
There it is.
And so if you recognize your own power and ability, listen. If I wanted to change the channel, I'm not getting ready sitting. I hope that channel get changed. Like you have to get your ass up and go.
The Creator has given you the strength. You got use of your limbs. You clothed in your right mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like often the black community specifically, we kind of got this thing about pray and let Jesus fix it. Pray and let God fix it. Listen, God has given us brilliant minds. We are more than capable. We are, unless you are physically debilitated in some kind of way. Like there's no excuse for this. You know what I'm saying? You up there praying to God to fix it, and God is waiting on you. He like, I done gave you everything you need to be able to take it. Man, what is wrong with you? What are you talking about? You praying for me? What you doing? Turn off the TV. Turn off the radio, and let's get to it. You know.
You got faith, but where the work's at, right?
Where the works.
Come on.
Okay. Check this out, family, right? We are tuned in right now having a real powerful conversation like this is really where it's at. When I was listening to you speak, Brother E, Sister Oya just said it as well. We got a lot of sayings. Why? Because we know that they're affirmations. We know that they're the truth, right?
Yeah.
So, brother, it's something that we talked about. We talked about it yesterday. Like, when is enough, right? Kind of like in that space, right? But the word that I want to throw out for everyone in all caps is sacrifice, right? So I want to put that word out there, and I want to talk to my people who are in the know. I don't care which word we want to use, woke, conscious, just my people that's in the know. My people that's already out there in that mentality moving around. Sometimes for us, even though we're worn down, we're tired, we might have to give just a little bit more. You feel what I'm saying, family? We may have to, family. We may have to give a little bit more because it's that action, it's that movement that you're doing that second that allows someone who's not in the know to be like, damn.
That's what it looked like?
Yeah, true. That's what it looked like when you committed to something. I've never been committed to anything like that in my life ever, right? Most of us, for men, the thing that we've done the longest is grow our hair. Stop it. Stop it, right? That's the longest thing we've done, right? We have to become consistent.
Yeah.
Consistent with sacrificing, right? And so I'm just saying this. Listen, I wasn't sitting on the sideline before I came to New Urban, Chicago. I was doing work. But it was individual work, family. We all can do individual work. Don't you know how much more powerful it is when we come together? Right? That's why I'm in this space. I know how to move by myself and walk in the room and say, uplift yourself. But when I come in with a team, when we come in as a unit, right, that means you selfless. If you can't be selfless, if you don't know how to follow, I don't want you to lead me. Everybody on our team knows how to follow because we have faith and trust in each other. We need that trust in you, family, okay? Reach out to New Urban Chicago. Inbox us. Tell us what your skills are, your qualities, and we will let you know, family, we need you right here. We need you right here. Ask us, where can you get in? I can only come out on Tuesdays. Does that work? We got you. We got you.
That works.
I can only make it on Thursday afternoon. We got you.
That works.
All right? I can only come out on Saturday. We got you.
That works.
Listen, family, it's New Era Chicago family. Go ahead. Anything you want to say before we close out?
Yeah, we social media outlets, New Era Chicago on Facebook, Instagram. Cash App is New Era Chicago, $ New Era Chicago. Zelle, New Era Chicago 1 at gmail.com. We always asking for the physical presence, but we understand, how everything is. If y'all just simply want to donate, we always need supplies. We always doing something. Mm-hmm. So if you need an itemized list, let me know. You know what I mean, Sister Erica? That's pretty much what I wear many hats, but.
We got 1 quick minute, Sister Oya.
Half a second. Thank you guys for chiming in. You kind of been communicating with each other. Milton Graham says, "Speak, brother and sister." Boosie Latham. So I saw you asked earlier about that song, "Brick the Foundation." I love being black. Soon as I find the link, I'm gonna make sure you get it.
And shout out to all your family in Birmingham. Let them know we'll be there Friday. We'll be in the ATL Saturday. It's New Era Nation.
And get better, Boosie.
Black Power Hour. New Era Chicago Radio on What's in It for the Black People Media. Let's go.
And so it seems I'm still chasing my dreams. They told me, watch my steps, they want to pull the rug from under you. This is transparency, my life 3D. You live every word that I utter, reporting live from the gutter. Where the mind's hard to change, but we don't give up on our brothers and sisters. Cause we all need one another. The time's getting closer. Revolution, feel it coming. I can smell it in the air. Inhale it, let it embody you. Because chances are the cops pull you over, they body you. Plus we don't trust each other, so there's just another obstacle. Why jump hurdles to make a change? It ain't optional. Olympian mindset in his booth with my binoculars. I see my vision getting clear. Just as what a prophet do. My music touched